guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you're probably thinking, Amy, why do you have brows and a face on and no structure and I look like an alien? Well, I am bringing you guys these review slash demo on these new OXX Kmart palettes. OXX is the Kmart range. They've just come out with these. So it's basically an eye and cheek palette. They have a few shades in it. So I'm just going to be sharing, whoop, there goes the brushes, my opinion with you today. So not only am I sharing this new product, but they also have come out with contour kits and they also have something called a bronzer kit. So I'm just going to share my opinion on a fair few of these products, give you a rundown on prices, my opinion, and yeah. So if you guys are interested in watching this video, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm first going to run you through the eye and cheek palettes. I picked up two shades and I'm pretty sure there is another shade because I've seen a few. They obviously don't have their names on them, so what I do is I just grab my little labeler and I name them before I forget what the name is, so if I do use them in tutorial I can tell you guys what they are. So I have the shades Winter and Natural. I think I've seen another one as well, I can't remember. So the name comes on the box, but as soon as you throw the box away, you are left with no name. So that is why I put labels on them as soon as I throw the box away, so I know. So a quick little rundown on the palette. This one here is the Natural palette. This is what the packaging looks like. It's like a satin type of color. You can see that your fingerprints go all over it, but it just says OXX down here. And then on the back, it's just got it doesn't even have ingredients. The ingredients I'm pretty sure is on the packet, yeah, which you throw away anyway. So it's just got information about where it came from, etc, etc. And then I have just labeled it at the back so I don't forget what the name of it is. I think it's a pretty smart idea. You don't necessarily have to have a labeler. You can just buy those little labels and write the name yourself. It's just so much easier to know the name of things. So this is how it comes. I'm trying not to blind you, but it comes with like a clear plastic little thing so you can see the shades through it. And it also comes with a little mirror. So here's a close-up of the palette. You get 4 eyeshadows and 2 blushes. So this is the Natural palette. So I'm going to do swatches. So I'll do the eyeshadows first. So here is kind of what the eyeshadows look like. Here is what they look like swatched. As you can tell, the darker shades come up, but the lighter shades aren't really doing a lot. But as you can see, they are really natural type of colors. You can't really even see that white that's showing up. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure these palettes retail for $8. Now for the 2 blushes, you get a light pinky shade and then a dark pinky type of shade. They have a lot more pigmentation, I don't know if you can see, than the eyeshadows do. And I'm pretty sure the blushes are exactly the same in both palettes. Oh no, it's a bit darker in this one. Oh yeah, it is darker. But that shade looks super similar, but this one's a bit more peachy and darker. So yeah, that one is the Natural palette. Now let's move on to the Winter palette. And each palette comes with like a doe foot applicator with double ends, not a doe foot, these little spongy tips, and then a little brush. So yeah, this here is the Winter palette. So you get your deeper kind of peachy blushes and a really deep pink, and then you have some really nice tones. You've got a green, a grey blue, a maroon, and then a gold. So I haven't actually touched this one yet, so I'm interested myself to see what this one's like. They don't feel so bad. Well, that colour's nice. Oh, these look a lot better. As you can see, these shades look a lot better and they probably actually will come up. Yes, they do. Sorry about this bad swatch position. I just had nowhere to go with these. So that is what the shades of those look like there. I would say this one is a lot better than the Naturals palette for the shades. Yeah, they are definitely more workable and they actually show up. So now I will swatch the blushes. So you get a really dark tone and then a light type of tone. So the blushes are actually really nice. I don't know if you can see it. The pink one's there, and then the deeper pinkish one's there. The blushes are really nice. I prefer this palette definitely over the other ones, so I might just do a quick little look with this palette. Okay, so I just did some better swatches of the palette, and that is what it looks like. They are some super gorgeous colors. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to utilize both palettes. So I'm going to take the matte, oh, no, it's not matte, but I'm going to pop that white all over my lid just to kind of set down the concealer. And not much color is coming off at all. I don't know if you can see, but it's alright. It's kind of just a base. So yeah, I do not recommend the natural palette. The winter palette definitely, but this one, no. Like, this white is doing nothing. Like, I'm about to show you guys. Look at this white eyeshadow. I've just dipped my brush in there and it's got like scratch marks, as you can sort of see. Hopeless. So I'm going to take the two brown shades now and kind of just go in my crease a bit. Oh, these ones are actually giving colour. That's surprising. Now I'm doing kind of just a rough little eyeshadow look for you, just to see what performance these can actually do. I'm actually not mad at those darker shades. They're actually heaps better than what I expected. A lot better than the white shade, that's for sure. So I guess if you're into your brown eyeshadows and brown tones, then maybe pick up this palette, but it's not worth it for 3 eyeshadows, 1 dodgy one, so I don't know. It's up to you guys, your money. So yeah. Okay, so that is just my base crease color. Now I'm going to go in with the green shade out of the winter palette and just pack that all over my lid. So this is more or less the eyeshadow look. The green is really nice. Definitely not something I'm used to. I don't really do dark eyes. I don't really like dark eyes. But this winter palette is definitely a lot better. Okay, so I added a pop of green to my eyes because the darkness just wasn't doing it for me. So I finished off my eyes. I'm going to rate these palettes maybe like 5 out of 10. If you're a beginner, they're definitely probably a good go-to. But for someone who has a little bit more experience, the quality just isn't there. I mean, they're only $8 and you get 4 eyeshadows and 2 blushes, but I'm still on the fence. I don't know if I will pick these up again, but yeah. If you're on the hunt for, you know, an affordable makeup brand, maybe check these out. If you're a beginner, also, yeah, check them out. But for me, I'm just not really a fan. However, if you are going to pick up one of these palettes, definitely get the winter over the naturals, because the pigmentation in this winter one shits all over the naturals one. So yeah, that's if you're into color and deeper sort of things, but if not, I guess try this one. And I'm pretty sure there's another one, but I can't remember what it's called. Packaging looks like it's really cute. It's got like the stripes all over it. So you get 2 different bronzers, and this one is in the shade Sunset. As you can see, it's written there. The bronzer kits and the contour kits are $5 each. So I'm just gonna open this one up. And it just says bronzer kit on the back. And this is the 2 shades. So I will give these a swatch. You get more of like a, oh, is that shade even coming up? Can you really see that? Probably not. It's not that greatly pigmented. It's really, really not there. However, this one is pretty good. So I don't know if you can see that, but that is actually like the grey toned, cool tone shade, and then the top shade is the bronzer. I am literally trying so hard to get everything out of this contour shade, and it's just not happening. So this shade is not doing it, but this shade is. So I'm going to probably swirl them together and chuck it on my face. But I will show you the contours kits first, and then I'll decide what I'm going to put on my face. These I have tried and I literally am obsessed with these. This one is in the shade Tan, so I will give you some swatches. Okay, so this is how the tan shade swatches. Super pigmented, as you can see. Don't know if you can see that highlighty shade too well, because it kind of just blends in with my skin tone. However, as you can see, that bronzer is super pigmented. These contour kits are super buttery, super pigmented. If I suggest picking these up, definitely do it. Like if you're going to buy something out of this new range that they've sort of brought out, definitely pick up this one. Now here is another contour kit. This one is in the shade Light, and this one is by far my favorite one, contour and highlight shade. The highlight shade is out of this world. Like, this is the most amazing contour color. Well, not contour color, but bronzer color and highlight shade ever. Like, the highlight shade is just to die for. So that is what they look like there. I'm gonna try and give you a little bit of a bigger swatch so you can see, but you'll get the gist of what I'm saying. So that is the contour and highlight shade there. As you can see, the highlight shade in this light palette is like a goldeny, it's so gorgeous. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use this one, and I'll use a few of the other bronzer kits so you can kind of see. But yeah, I will use this light highlight and show you what it's like, because it is amazing. So let's finish off my face, because I'm sick of looking like I have no structure. So I'm going to take the bronzer kit, and I'm just going to kind of swirl the two together. I think I'm going to use the Peachy blush out of the Winter palette. I can definitely see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can definitely see it. So at least it does come off on the skin. I am going to finish with the light highlight. Like I just said, you guys, you need this if you're getting something. Like, look at that highlight. Whew. It's like pure goddess glow. Like, yes. It is so creamy, so pigmented, you literally just need the slightest amount. So if you're getting something, definitely get this one out of the kit. I 100% recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also leave me some comments down below. Have you picked up any of these new OXX products yet? I will have all the information listed in the down bar. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.